Hey, what's going on, guys? So we just got the new Atlas Passive tree for the patch 3.17. So what I want to do in this video is I want to show you a few examples of the Atlas Passive tree to follow. I don't want to go over every single passive and explain what is good and what is not good on the tree. That would just take too much time. So instead I am just gonna give you a few examples to follow, and in these examples I'm gonna explain why am I going for certain things and what is so good about them. So the first tree is very new and casual player friendly. So these passives will already give you some additional drops while you are progressing through white and yellow maps, and you don't need to be in red maps to already get some rewards. So what I would do is I would go through the middle and go to the left, because here we are already getting one additional essence. And essence is one of the easiest mechanic, and it doesn't really care about the tier of the maps, so you will already get some additional rewards from it even in white maps. And the same on the right side is the strongbox, so it's also another very easy mechanic, and you will get one additional strongbox in every map. Then I would go through the middle, and here you have some choice already, but what I would do is I would focus on harbingers, which are to the right side. So I would go to the right, and on the way I would take these shrine nodes, because here you also get for free additional shrine, which will help your character a bit with clearing, and also you will get some additional monsters. And then go straight for the harbinger. So you will get one additional harbinger in every single map, which will drop some additional currency shards, and from these small passives you will also get 40-60% additional currency shards if you also take this small one. And here, depending on your Atlas progression, you can already start focusing on map drops, which means you can go here for 15% chance that the maps you drop will be a tier higher, and there's the same thing on the left side. So you can start going for these points or these points in the middle, which also gives you 15% chance that the maps will be one tier higher. Or you can still focus on the harbingers, and you would go all the way to here and take all of these harbinger points, and this way the harbinger will spawn monster faster and more monsters. Also, the harbingers will have a chance to drop full currency instead of just currency shards, so just additional rewards. And then you can go through here and get the last harbinger node, which is this one, and this will give you a chance that the harbinger will be replaced by the powerful harbinger boss. So you'll get a ton of rewards from harbingers even in yellow maps. And then you can start focusing on maps, or again you can take these points earlier. So you would go to the right side and you would take these 3 points to just get higher tiers maps, and then you would go to here and take these 3. So again, it is up to you in what order you want to go. And if you're struggling for maps, again I would go for these first. Then I would go through here and then go to the middle and take the last map points. And then you can go here for 6% chance that the strong boxes will be strong boxes that drop scarabs. So again, you always have one strong box in a map, and this will just give you some chance that the strong box will drop scarabs. Then I would start focusing on upgrading the essences. So I would go here and take all of the essence nodes, which give you chance for additional essence and 15% chance that you will get 3 additional essences. Then all the way over here, you take these 2 points and these even more additional chance for additional essences. And amplified energies will give you that the essences found in areas are 1 tier higher. So more free rewards. And at that point, the tree is pretty much completed. You can take a few more things, like here you can take more rare monsters. Just the one rare monsters is duplicated, so basically 3 additional rare monsters and chance that the rare monster will drop basic currency. You have to remember that the next league is Arch Nemesis League, which relies heavily on farming rare monsters because they will drop the tokens that you need to use to release the Arch Nemesis monster, so this will help with strategy. Also, you can go for these points that will increase chance to drop unique items from bosses, but I don't think they are that needed. You can also go for the middle points that will give you chance for scouting reports. It is pretty much up to you. I am not really gonna focus on scouting reports in this league because I don't really know how rewarding this league mechanic is gonna be, but I would at least go for these 3 if I was, I guess, a bit more casual, because this is just another free drop, 60% increase Atlas scouting reports found in the area. So at that point, you would probably spend all of your Atlas passive points that you get from completing white and yellow maps, and to be able to get more points, you will have to complete the red maps. And if you are at that point and you can complete the red maps, then I would go to the top and take all of these strongbox nodes, which give you a chance that the strongboxes are will give you chance that the strongboxes will drop currency, map, and duplicated currency, map, and divination cards, and will give you increased chance that you will get strongboxes for these rewards. So diviner, cartographer, and the arcanist. So all of these points, and you can also go here for chance for additional shrine, and chance that the shrine that you get is covetous shrine, which gives you more quantity. And here you can go for some additional shrine points, which will give you additional monsters and additional effects from the shrines. So again, this is the tree that you would go for if you are a bit more casual and you want to start getting some additional currency while farming white and yellow maps. All of these league mechanics are pretty easy. Again, essences, strong boxes, shrines, and harbingers. On top of that, you will get some additional map drops and scout reports. So just free currency without any investment, even in white and yellow maps. Now let's move on to the second tree. So this tree is the right side tree, and this tree you are not really gonna get that much money from it in white and yellow maps, but in red maps you're gonna start getting a lot of free league mechanics that are a bit harder than the middle ones, but you can also invest into these strategies with scarabs and sextants to get even more out of them. So I would go to the right side. You can skip the unit at the beginning and go straight for the breach for additional chance to that the map will contain breaches, and chance that the breaches will have the new hands or the new boss, which will drop random splinters. Then I would go to the left side, which is the Legion node. So this will give you 4% chance to contain Legion encounter. So just like the middle points had guaranteed the league mechanics that are very easy, these will give you just increased chance to contain a certain league mechanic, but they are a bit harder and a bit more rewarding. Then I would go to the middle and actually go for the harbingers again, because I think harbingers are actually just extremely nice. And also with this strategy you can start using harbinger on the map device. So this league will have on the map device, so for the Kirak mods, will have Harbinger mod for Chaos, and it probably will give map 2 additional Harbingers. So these Harbingers will be buffed by the Atlas passives. So again, more minions and chance that the Harbinger will drop for full currency instead of currency shards. And then I would go through here, again through breach for faster breaches and more monster density in breaches, and then again towards the Harbinger for chance that the maps will have additional Harbinger and chance that the Harbinger will be replaced with Harbinger boss. Then I would go even further for the Legion. So here you have 40% chance that Legion will be Marakev and 0.6% chance to drop full timeless emblems instead of splinters. You can also go for this small one for 60% increased chance to have a Templar army, and then all the way around for even more Legion passives. And this one will give you more chance to have generals, and this one will guarantee at least one Warhorde. Then you can go to the bottom for more Legion passives. This one will help you with clearing Legion. If you have extremely good build for clearing Legion, you don't really need this, but it can help a bit. And this passive for increased amount of surgeons and additional rewards from them. You can also take this small one for 10% increased duration, but it's not that big of a deal. And continue through here to get the additional breach passives. So this side of the tree focuses on breach, Legion, and Harbinger at the beginning. And once you have all of these points, actually also you can take these for additional chance for the bosses and additional loot from the bosses. I think now I got all of the Expedition, Legion, and the Harbinger points, yes. And now you would go for something on top of that. So my choice would be to go for the Expedition, because you don't need to spend that many points to go for them. So Expedition nodes are here just for additional explosion radius. Here are additional remnants and chance to get additional suffix on the remnants. You can also take the small one for 5% quantity and 1% chance for the map to contain the Legion, for the map to contain Expedition encounter. Then at the bottom, quantity of artifacts and chance that the map will contain Expedition encounter. And here is the last one, chance to contain Expedition encounter, increase artifact dropped, and quantity of logbooks dropped in the area, and amount of runic monster markers. And we still have 30 points. So these points I would actually spend on Yun. So I would take the Yun passives here, then you can skip this one. I would take these 3 for 1% chance that the map completion will give you Yun mission. I actually would not go for these 2 big ones because I don't think they are that great. And I would go for these Yun Atlas passives, which give you 100% increased chance to get additional rank. And here on top you have additional intelligence from killing the map boss, from completing the map. And the syndicate members have 5% chance to be accompanied by reinforcements. So these are all of the Yun points. Then we still have 18. So with these points, depending on what you want to do, you could go for Eater of Words, because you are gonna complete the maps anyway, so you might as well also kill the Eater of Words while you are completing your maps. And here you can take the points that will give unique map bosses chance to drop basic currency, actually guaranteed basic currency, and chance to duplicate them. And here you can also take the additional map currency dropped from the bosses, and your sextants will have one additional use. So if you are gonna use sextant while you are doing the strategy, you will also have one additional use. I am out of points at that point, so I would probably remove something like expedition, and then I would take these points. And here are also 3 points for the Eater of Words, so you can remove even more things like expedition, or you can remove Yun if you don't really care about it that much. You can remove some of them. You can also remove the Legion if you can clear them fast enough, and you can take these points. So that would be my tree on the right side, which focuses on Breach, Legion, Harbinger, Expedition, Yun, and Eater of Words. You can also do this strategy just with farming red maps without investing anything into them, or you can start investing things like map device mods, so Harbinger for Chaos. You can use 4 Scarabs, so that would be Breach Scarab, Legion Scarab, Harbinger Scarab, and Expedition Scarab. And you can on top of that buy sextants, because now we'll have a choice. You can either just buy sextants and roll them yourself, or you can buy already rolled sextants with the new compass currency. So that would be the right side tree, and this is the tree that I probably would go for if I would go for some kind of mapping strategy. So now let's talk about the left side. So I'm not gonna give you a full tree for the left side, because I don't think that many League mechanics synergize too well on the left side. But on the left side we do have Blight. And if a lot of people will go for all of the League mechanics of the right side, like Breach, Legion, Harbinger, Expedition, and so on, then not that many people will do Blight. Then Blight will be super expensive, Blighted maps I mean, so it might be worth to go just for them. But if you do that, you're not really gonna profit from more than just Blight, in my opinion. So you would obviously go for all of the blind points and then just anything in between. So the best things to go for would probably be Delirium, but there is no Delirium on map device, and buying Delirium orbs might be pretty expensive and annoying at the beginning, so I don't know how good that's gonna be. You might be able to buy Delirium Sextant, then going for a Delirium strategy could be worth it combined with Blight. And you can also go for the Metamorph, which are okay, but they are not too crazy. So the last thing I want to talk about is the bossing tree. So for bossing, you pretty much just want to ignore everything except for the top. And at the top, if you go for killing the Searing Exile, you're gonna take this cluster. If you go for killing the Eater of Words, you're gonna go for this one. If you're gonna kill Conquerors, you're gonna go for this one. If you're gonna kill the Shaper and Elder, you go for the middle one. This one is for Synthesis bosses, and the middle is for Maven. So obviously, if you have enough points, you can go for just all of them, so it doesn't really matter. But if you're gonna go for bossing strategy, you're probably not gonna have that many Atlas passives, because you're not gonna focus on completing your Atlas, you're just gonna rush to bosses, so you're just gonna have to choose which one to go for first. And the interesting thing about them is that if you're gonna, for example, progress Eater of Words, you are still gonna kill map bosses in the maps. And for example, these points are gonna give you chance to drop Elder and Shaper Guardian maps from map bosses. Same for these two. These points will give you chance to drop Synthesis maps from map bosses, and this point will give you increased chance to drop conqueror map from map bosses. So if you decide to progress one of these 3 bosses, so either Eater of Words, Maven, or Searing Exarch, you still should take these 3 clusters to just drop additional Guardian maps. On top of that, you can take these 4 small points for 1% chance to drop map currency from map bosses, these 4 points to have a chance to drop scarabs from bosses, and this one to drop basic currency. And that's pretty much it in terms of the important ones. There are a few more of them, but they are not that crazy. Like for example this one, which gives increased chance to drop unique items, and there is also one here which gives unique bosses chance to be accompanied by raw exiles, bodyguards, which just have some additional rewards, so they are not too crazy. So that's pretty much it. Obviously a lot of these things might change, some pathing might be better, and everything will depend on the economy. Obviously, if a lot of people will, for example, go for the breaches and breach stones will be cheap, then it will be not worth to go for the breaches, and you might go for something like harvest or maybe something else. So we're gonna have to see. But that's my opinion on the Atlas tree and my few examples. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.